Hello Sumit, welcome back to Sew with Adeshola. In today's tutorial, we'll be learning how to cut and sew this half elastic band short pant. If this is something you're interested in, keep on watching. The first thing you want to do is to fold your fabric into two just like that and roll out your starting line. And from that starting line, place your tape rule at 2 inches because this pant is going to have a band. Then mark your hip line, crotch line, and also the length of the pant. So for me, I'll be making use of 9, 11 and a half and 22 inches respectively. Then you add your 2 inches hemming allowance, and after that you want to go ahead and extend the lines just like I did right there. Then come to your hip line and input your round hip measurement divided by 4. For me it is 9 inches. Then add 2 inches allowance to it for ease. That makes it 11 inches for me. So I'll be marking 11 inches right there. And also go to your crotch line and also mark the same thing. Then come to your waistline and also mark the same thing. And after which we are going to connect these 3 lines together like I am doing right here. Just go ahead and also do the same thing. Now the next thing is for us to mark out our crotch extension. I'll measure what I have on my hip line and divide it into 4, and whatever I have I'll put it right there at the crotch extension. At that point where our lines intersect, go up by 1 inch for your crotch curve. Then I'm going to use my French curve to connect it together just like that. So go ahead and also do the same thing. Then I will measure the total of what I have at that crotch line, and then I will come to my end of the pant and impute it -1. You can decide to use the old measurements, but for me I just want it to be a bit tighter than what I have on my crotch line, so I removed just 1. And at the hemming line I'm going to put what I have on my crotch line. So I have 13 and a half right there. And the reason why that place is actually curvy a bit is because whenever we are going to use the hemming part to turn it, it's not going to be shorter. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. Then you want to come to your waistline and impute your round waist measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inch sewing allowance to it. That's all you need to add at that waistline. Then after which you're going to connect from the waistline to the hip line. I hope you understand that. So just go ahead and also do the same thing. And after you're done with all of this, proceed to cut out the excess we will not be needing. Do not forget to add your sewing allowance at the waistline. To cut your back piece, place your front piece on another folded piece of fabric that is wider and longer than your front piece. I hope you understand that. Then you want to come to the crotch line of your front piece and extend it into the back piece just like I did right there, and come out by 2 inches. And after coming out by 2 inches at the crotch line, come to that coffee part and also come out by 2 inches, and at the waistline you want to also come out by 2 inches. I hope you understand. And after which you're going to go up by 1 inch like that, and after you're going to connect it together to the end of your waistline at the front. I hope you understand. This is just so that our pants can sit perfectly well at the back. And then after that you're going to connect the dots we mark out earlier on, the 2 inches. You're going to mark them and connect it together just like I am doing right here. I hope you understand. Then you want to continue adding your 2 inches at the other part of the pant just so that it can give it the baggy effect. So that's just the reason for that. And if you don't want it to be baggy, you can just slant the back into the front. I hope you understand. And at the side, you're just going to use the side of the front to cut out the side of the back. I hope you understand. So if you have watched to this extent, kindly click on subscribe button, like, comment and share. And that brings us to the cutting of both the front and the back piece. And now the next thing is to join the front together at the crotch and also the back together at the crotch. And after I was done, this is what I have. You can see I'd gone ahead to join it together. Now the next thing is for us to fix our band, and to fix our band I'm going to measure what I have at the waistline of the front and use it to cut the exact measurement for the band. I hope you understand. And the length of the band is 2.5 inch on foot, which makes it 5 inches. So you want to go ahead, place your band on it at the waistline and join with 1/2 inch for the front. I hope you understand. And for the back, you can see I had also gone ahead to join the crotch together, and I'm also going to measure what I have in there at the waistline. I have about 22 inches. I'm sorry my camera is not showing that. I'm also going to cut out 22 inches band and just the same length with what we have with the front, 2.5 inch. And for the elastic, you want to divide your back waist measurement into two. You now have 22, so I'm cutting out 11 inches for my elastic. Then you want to place it in between your band and top stitch on it on the sides, the two sides, just like that. But before we do that, we want to go ahead and mark 1/2 inch first. Just mark 1/2 inch like that and rule it out. So you want to mark 1/2 inch. Just look at what I am doing. Go ahead and mark 1/2 inch and connect all the way down to the end of your band, just like that. And after you're done marking out the 1/2 inch, we are going to stitch on that 1/2 inch. Then after that 1/2 inch, you're going to place your elastic. After you've stitched on that 1/2 inch, then you're going to place in your elastic and stitch down at the side. You know our elastic is 1 inch, so I'm going to mark out 1 inch casing for the elastic. Just listen to what I'm trying to explain, and I believe that you're going to understand. Mark out 1 inch for the elastic casing, and after marking that 1 inch, wherever you have your chalk, you're going to stitch on it down to the end of the other band, and then you're going to join the band to the waistline. I hope you understand it. So I'm going to bring to us what I have after I was done. This is for the front. You can see I'd gone ahead to join it together, and for the back you will see what I have right there. You can see it give me that smoky effect. You can see, so I went ahead to stitch on the elastic as well, and while stitching, make sure that you stretch it so that you will not have ruffles at the end. And then the next thing is for us to join both the front and the back piece together at the crotch. You want to take it from one side to the end of the other side, just like that, and then you want to join the two sides together. If it's looking like the front is bigger than the back, do not be bothered about that, because after you stretch, the elastic at the back is going to be of the same measurement. I hope you understand that. And after you are done joining at the side, the next thing is for us to hem the base of our pant, just like that. And after I was done, this is what I had. You can see the elastic made the pant, the waistline, free for me to wear even without a zipper, and then it's not too big and not too tight. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next tutorial. Bye.